नमस्कार. Mrs. Simoy Misra, Chairperson OTDC, Mr. Akash Das Nayak, Chairperson MO College, Government of Odisha, CA Sunil Kumar Sahu, Vice Chairman and Chairman AICSA, ARC of ICAI, CA Vibhu Prasad Mahapatra, Chairman ICI, Bhubaneswar Branch, CA Pradeep Kumar Sahu, Chairman AICSA Bhubaneswar, Mr. Asutosh Pani, Vice Chairman AICSA Bhubaneswar, special invitees and all the faculty members, students, invited guests, I congratulate you all. I thank you all for having invited me to this occasion to exchange my ideas with you. But unfortunately, I could not present myself in the inaugural ceremony owing to my busy schedule in Parliament, because every day Parliament starts at 9 a.m. and ends at time which no one can predict. Yesterday, Parliament concluded at 1 a.m. So, for the whole day we are busy, and that's why I could not give time. So, I may be pardoned for my inability to be present in that inaugural function. Now, I want to share my ideas with you, and especially I am very much inspired by this organization, as you are doing so big things, so great things. I am not to inspire you, but I have been inspired by you, and the theme is also very interesting. You have fixed a topic, attitude, aptitude and altitude. Particularly, I extend a hearty welcome to all of you to this temple city of Bhubaneswar, and it is quite interesting to note that you people are organizing a seminar for 2 days with many relevant topics. This will inspire our chartered accountant students, and this will also give them an exposure so that they can express themselves. They can learn many things from learned speakers and their faculty members. It is quite important, and I am very much interested in this, because this type of conferences will enable our students to think deeply and to know many things. Their aspiration for learning will be increased. Chartered accountants are also part of the nation building process, said our great Abdul Kalam, our former president, and our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi also opined in the same line. At the same time, we at the government also expect that the chartered accountants to be valued partners in modern Odisha. Exactly in our village, our rural women, our mothers, are, although they do not have any formal education in chartered accountancy, but they are the best example, the experts in accountancy. Since from time immemorial, they have been keeping the accounts of their family, how to manage the family with a very low income and save something for a hard period. It is to be learned from our rural women who are managing the family with a very meager income. And the basic principle of giving more importance to the necessities, priorities to others. The mother takes the share at the last. Sometimes she remains unpaid, but she saves something for her sons and daughters. And your subject, coming to your subject, it's of utmost importance, and it's a very interesting theme. Aptitude means excellence. We know many of our people have a genetic aptitude by which they prove their excellence unknowingly. Even while moving in my village in the forest, I have seen many beautiful pictures drawn by the tribal boys and girls on the stones. I was astonished, and sometimes I inquired into who is the artist, and to my utter amazement, when I came to know that either a class 3 or class 4 boy or a daughter who has never studied, seeing different pictures, he or she has carved that image, that drawing, which is very excellent. Even art college students will feel ashamed of seeing this drawing. Even in our village, our rural women, they draw many arts in front of Tulsi or during the month of Margashira, Lakshmi Puja. They draw many arts. They do not have any formal education in art. This is genetic aptitude. This should be nourished, organized and developed and given exposure to. Similarly, some achieve this greatness through constant effort, study, research and training. This aptitude comes out of Shraddha. Shraddha is a very fascinating word in our Upanishads. Shraddha means undivided attention with love and care. And I do not find any English equivalent to it. Swami Vivekananda translated it into faith. Faith in yourself, faith in God, said Swami Vivekananda. And the Upanishads say how Nachiketa, due to this Shraddha in his mind, in his heart, went and conquered Yama, the god of death, and got Brahma Jnanam from Yamaraj, the god of death. This Shraddha is very important, and Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Shraddhavan lavate jnanam tatparah sangyatendriya. How this Shraddha will come? If this Shraddha will come, it will develop another beautiful quality within us, which may pave the way for excellence. Suppose you are a man of Shraddha, then you can master everything. You can control your mind, you can focus on a particular point. And the second ability which is needed is ekagrata, concentration. If there will be Shraddha, you can develop this tremendous quality of ekagrata. Upanishads say, Yadeva karoti Shraddhaya vidyaya Upanishada tadeva utkarshataram bhavati. Whatever you do with Shraddha, with Vidya, technical knowledge, and with wisdom, Upanishada, that will be great. And anything done without this Shraddha becomes very futile. Simple works, even cleaning a room, or doing meditation, or study, or business, entrepreneurship, teaching, learning, everywhere, this Shraddha is the vital force for excellence. So now we have to develop this Shraddha. As students of Chartered Accountancy course, you should develop this tremendous quality of Shraddha within yourself, then you can achieve excellence. Whether it is in study or profession, it is most important. If you achieve excellence, then everything will follow. Money, name, fame, everything will follow. So this aptitude is very important. You have to achieve this aptitude. Everything will follow. That will be a brand for your marketing. If you do everything with excellence, be it in the industry or manufacturing or service or agriculture or packaging, this excellence will prepare a brand for India. Gunavatta. And if you practice it in manufacturing or in service, suppose you are a nurse, if your service will be excellent, then the beneficiary will be very much pleased with you, and it will create a good name for you. If you are a businessman, you are selling fruits, somebody approached, what is the cost of this apple? No sir, please don't purchase this apple because all the apples are not good. I will get good apples tomorrow. Then he will be your pre-agent for advertisement. He will say that this man is very honest, very authentic. He never wants to cheat his customer. But if you cheat him, one time you may get good profit, next time you are losing it. So this Shraddha is very much essential, and I know that in a process of development, the role of technology is 10%, but the role of human element, the authenticity of human element is 90%. Man becomes dishonest, then all his excellence may be futile, may be useless, may be counterproductive. Swami Vivekananda was approached by one of his admirers when he returned from America in 1897 and asked, "Why, Swamiji, you are so powerful, having so much of spiritual power, why don't you get freedom for Mother India?" Swamiji promptly replied, "Yes, I can bring freedom for Mother India only tomorrow. But where are the men who can keep up this freedom? Men, these are wanted, rest will take care of itself. But strong, vigorous, believing young man and sincere to the backbone, 100 such and the world becomes revolutionized. Now he must be dancing with joy, seeing so much of blessed young champions like you who are ready for the service of the nation." So, this human element is very much essential. And you have to develop this human element within you. Chartered accountants can make or mar the industry, the system, and the education, and the whole nation also. As you are a part of the nation building process, everybody is a part of the nation building process. The farmer, the sweeper, the cobbler, the student, the teachers, the engineers, the doctors, the soldiers, all are a part of the nation building process. Everybody is needed. Everybody is important. Many people have this genetic aptitude, but this aptitude may be counterproductive without a proper character excellence. So attitude is more important. Mere aptitude will not do. You may be extremely brilliant, but you may be a nuisance. Vidya vivadaya dhanam madaya saktihi paresham paripidanaya kalasya sador viparitam etat jnanaya danaya charakshanaya. If a man without any character, but with excellence in brain, have enough knowledge, that will be creating more vivada. Have enough wealth, that will be projecting his own selfish pride. And if he has enough strength, that will be used in torturing the poor and the weak, exploiting them. But if the same excellence will be given to a noble person having character excellence, then his knowledge will be distributed among poor students free of cost. His wealth will be distributed among the poor and enable them to stand on their own feet. And his strength will be used to protect the weak from the oppressing, the tyrant strong. So that will be for the service of the nation, service of the society. Swami Ranganathananda used to say that there are three types of energy, strength. One is Bahubalam, second one is Buddhibalam, third one is Atmavalam. If you have Bahubalam and you are void of Buddhibalam and Atmavalam, that you may be a Gunda. You may be an antisocial. If you have Bahubalam and Buddhibalam, then you may be a little finer personality, but you cannot conquer your temptations. Suppose somebody approached you with 1 lakh rupees as bribe to be given to you for some illegal work. You may think for a while, but if you do not have Buddhivalam behind this, do not have Atmavalam behind this Buddhivalam, then your Buddhi may mislead you. Although Buddhi is a faculty, intelligence is a faculty to discriminate between right and wrong, but that is possible only when Atmavalam is connected with Buddhivalam. Otherwise, you may think for a while, ultimately you will yield to the temptation and you will accept the bribe. Then you will be lust. But if you have Buddhivalam, Bahuvalam and Atmavalam, you may not have any other Valam, but if you have Atmavalam, then you can succeed in conquering this temptation. You can say to the briber, no, this is not possible. I belong to a great dynasty. I belong to a great hierarchy. My forefathers have done many things great, and I believe in renunciation and service. I cannot do this sort of sin and crime. Go back. I will not do it. This set of strength and energy builds character. And our students are expected to be men of character only. Character is more important than your career. You may try for your career, but not at the cost of character. If the character is there, then all the careers will follow. So you should attach more importance to that. You should be a man of character. With a noble motive, small work may be a divine one. And with a selfish motive, great works will be futile. Now it is your conscience. You are to decide whether you want to be great or futile. You are the citizen of a free nation. There is a abundant difference between the subject of a foreign rule and the citizen of a proud citizen of a free nation. With this citizenship, sense of citizenship, with freedom, two special qualities come with a person. One is a self-esteem, a sense of pride for his nationhood, citizenship, and second is a responsibility, which we seem to be lacking. So be a man first. Swami Vivekananda used to say, 100,000 young men and women, fired with the zeal of holiness, fortified with eternal faith in the Lord, and not to lion's courage, shall go over the length and the breadth of the land, preaching the gospel of salvation, the gospel of help, the gospel of social raising up, and above all the gospel of equality. And this responsibility and self-esteem are the two divine qualities which are to be associated with our students. And if you feel that you are the citizen of a free nation, these two qualities will come with you. So you can avoid many temptations and you can go high. There will be an upward movement of your personality, and this invisible dimension of your personality will be recognized soon. If you feel like Buddha, you will be Buddha, says Swami Vivekananda. So be a proud agent of our nation building process. India is a land of paradoxes, extreme poverty and extreme luxury, extreme illiteracy and extreme wisdom live together. We have to bridge the gap. We have to bring equilibrium. Everybody cannot be equal, but equal opportunities should be granted to all. For that you shall have to strive hard. And if you surpass this biological framework in your conscience, if you embrace everything, everybody as your own, if you can develop this attitude of oneness, then you will develop a special type of character excellence. And this character excellence will take you to such a height which no one can match. This is the height of character. Many wealthy people died, nobody remembered them. But our Gopabandhu Das, Mahatma Gandhi, Bhagavan Buddha, Swami Vivekananda, Sri Aurobindo are remembered by all. Why? Because they lived for the entire society. They lived for the earth. They lived for the whole of the nations. They lived for the humanity. So can we live for that? I remember a letter of Swami Vivekananda to one of his devotees. He wrote, "My dear noble prince, this life is short. The vanities of the world are transient, but they alone live who live for others. Rest are more dead than alive. Can we say emphatically, with confidence, that we live for others? Our life is dedicated for others. Before independence, the dream of Indian youth was to die for the country. And after independence, our dream should be to live for the nation. Let us live for the nation. Our education, our knowledge, our learning, our wisdom, our strength, our wealth should be dedicated at the feet of Mother India for the service of Indians. And that will take you to such an altitude which will be admirable. Not that you are flying in the aeroplane, but your character will be so high that others will be astonished. What is this change? The change inside, change of unseen dimension invisible dimension of this human personality. As radium is coming out of this black coal, diamond is coming out of this coal, unbelievable but true. Similarly, a great and gigantic and majestic personality will come out of you, and that will be inspiring for others. And I believe that all of you will be men of characters, and this character excellence will enable you to shine like bright stars in the horizon of India. With this I conclude. Namaste.